The biggest challenge that we all were facing was, do we have the manufacturing capacity in India or not? And primarily all these capacities were maybe 80 to 90% of the capacity was imported primarily from China. Today, the capacity target for India is 175,000 megawatt to be completed by 2022. That is the plan that all of us are working. And the capacity target has been increased to 450 gigawatt of capacity to be achieved by 2030. So this is a target the entire industry is working. So that includes me as a developer and all the module suppliers or the ancillary industry suppliers. Everybody's got a target to work on today. So this is one of the major factors which has brought in a lot of interest into the sector. That maybe 10 years back when we were working on a target of 20,000 megawatt to be completed by 22. So that capacity got increased to 100,000. So that has got in lot of interest, and once there is a scale available, everyone has got interest in investment into the sector. And with lot of enabling policies, the sector got a big boost to attract investors into the sector. So as far as capacity is concerned, today we have got roughly about, I'm purely talking about out of say 95 gigawatt of capacity, roughly about 38,000 megawatt is from the solar sector. And most of this capacity got added in the last maybe 5 years or so. But the biggest challenge that we all were facing was, do we have the manufacturing capacity in India or not? And primarily all these capacities were maybe 80 to 90% of the capacity was imported primarily from China. So as far as the solar boost is concerned, the entire capacity or the modules were manufactured and delivered to India. And as you rightly said, India, China, and the US were the three major countries which was boosting the sector also. But seeing the capacity addition program in India, unfortunately, let me put it that way, unfortunately, China has seen this development and the growth in a far better way, and they have increased their production capacity multifolds. And the reason why India got this boost in generation capacity addition was because the module prices were coming down, and that has attracted, because of the prices were coming down, the tariff in India was also coming down much faster than what was expected by the consultants like EY or all this, the prediction from the prediction rate. With the tariff going down below the conventional generation tariffs, lot of much more interests were coming into the sector, and that again added that more capacity will be added. It was like a cascading effect. So today with the solar tariff reached a capacity of, reached a tariff of rupees 2, we also need to make sure that the module prices are also within that range. But unfortunately, when China has got gigawatts of capacity by each and most of the leading manufacturers, in India, the main problem was that we were not having the required capacity to meet this challenge. But the reason why as of today, what I understand is that the module capacity is roughly around 8 to 9 gigawatt of capacity, and the cell capacity is roughly around maybe 2 to 3 gigawatt of capacity. But the problem was always, there was always like an India-Pakistan stand taken by the developers as well as the module manufacturers. The developers said that we have committed a tariff, the risk is on us to deliver the project within the tariff. So the developers wanted the modules to be delivered within that cost, what is considered at the time of bidding. But the manufacturers found that they wanted an assured market. So that is why the whole concept of incentivizing the manufacturing was brought in.